We're gonna have a new overlay, a Christmas overlay for the next month. That is pretty awesome, and I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. It was actually frequent stream viewer and contributor Third Eye the Third, who actually was working on making this overlay for the holiday streams, and it looks really sweet. Here it is, the festive Christmas setup. As you can see, a crazy Christmas overlay, right? Pretty wild. I hope you guys like the setup. Now, as you can see, this new overlay, holy crap. I mean, this is the most elaborate overlay I've ever had, ever, for streaming, okay? I'm curious to hear your guys' input. As you can see, there's actually animations and things that are playing on it. Different the emotes, look at that. The emotes for the channel and stuff are like dancing around this overlay. So I just need to fix my overlay. Like I said, I've already gotten a bunch of messages. People are like, dude, don't use that overlay. It looks horrible. I'm like, all right. FYI, some people are asking, what happened to the new overlay? Two things. Number one, the new overlay, there was an overlay that I tried this morning. It was Christmas overlay. Some people were like, oh my god, it's so obnoxious. Because it is. It's like super fucking wide. It's like, I'm not even kidding. It basically raises the sides of the camera to be huge. And people were already saying, I didn't even start the game yet. And people were like, this is too obtrusive. But sadly, after, I only showed the overlay for like a minute on pre-stream and people didn't like it. I said, okay, I won't use it. We'll just, use the old stuff. I got a couple messages during the stream that people were like, Phil, you were aware that overlay had all these messages from Tevin's streams on it, right? I was like, no. And then they were like, oh yeah, here they all are. But you wouldn't know that because you don't watch Tevin's stuff. But there was a bunch of Tevin memes integrated into the fucking overlay. So I said, well, I guess we're not using that. And that person is now permanently banned and never coming back to these streams. He tried to sneak in something and fuck him. Okay. Alright, Third Eye the Third cheered again. He says, can you tell everyone what happened with him? Alright, here's the deal. Third Eye the Third, who, in the past, we've had some questionable interactions where basically he did get moderated in the past, and recently he had been kind of, being very nice and everything in the stream. He's been a contributor and everything. He said he was going to make me an overlay for the stream for Christmas. Well, he gives me this overlay, and at first I had a bunch of stuff in it. I didn't even understand what the hell it was, so I asked him to remove a bunch of it. So then he gave me a second version of the overlay, which I played on my pre-stream the other day, and I immediately got multiple messages from my fans saying, Phil, are you aware that overlay has at least four different memes in it from Tevin streams? And I was like, no, I don't watch Tevin streams, so I wouldn't even fucking know, what this is. So then they broke it out and basically explained, dude, there were eggs in it, and that's apparently some fucking stupid meme that he uses. And you were doing your T pose, which is a fucking meme he now uses. And he's all the time he references you dabbing on stream, and that's why he gets his troll people to come in here and do little 25-bit cheers asking me to dab and shit. And I guess there was another one too. I don't even know. I can't remember off the top of my head. There were apparently at least four of these. All right, in this overlay. And I looked at it and I was like, well, if that's true, because I didn't understand why there were eggs in the overlay anyway. Okay, I just didn't get that. There was a crow or something in the overlay. I didn't understand it anyway. I thought it was just for the sake of having some interaction or some, things moving. But basically, I put all this, I put the overlay up that day, and people were messaging me saying, Phil, you cannot have that. What's going to end up happening is Tevin's going to have a field day and say, look, Phil got fooled again. Here's another fucking overlay that has all his memes in it and shit, just like he's had people fake fan art before with his face in it and shit. So I said, all right, there you go. So I immediately took it down, and I basically went to Third Eye and said, listen, dude, I don't know what you're trying to pull here. This is ridiculous. I don't know why you would give me an overlay with four of these fucking memes in it or whatever, but I can't have it, and you're banned. You obviously were trying to pull a fast one on me because I don't watch this guy's stuff. I don't know what the hell's on his content, right? How would I know? So, in the meantime, he came back to me and he's like, no, this was an honest thing. Like, I just thought it would be funny. I thought it would be funny to have you, like, with your dabbing and your posing and things, and it was a genuine, honest coincidence. I actually wasn't trying to put these things into the overlay. So, the bottom line is I'm going to be very honest with you guys, all right? I don't know if he's true or not. I don't. I know that Third Eye recently hadn't been doing anything negative, so it actually kind of surprised me. It hit me from left field that all of a sudden I got this thing that supposedly had a bunch of detractor shit in it to begin with. So, I talked to my mods, and, you know, I talked to a few people, and basically between everyone, they were like, let's give Third Eye another chance. Maybe it was a genuine mistake. Maybe it actually was just the worst luck ever in the human history that he would have 4 completely different memes in his overlay from a detractor. And I said, all right, fine. You know what? It's the holiday season. I'm in a you know, I'm in a giving mood here, and I'll be nice to him. So Third Eye knows we're going to be keeping an eye on him, and, you know, if he acts up and he actually does start doing nasty shit, well, then he's going to be moderated appropriately. But I said, you know what? I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, and there you go. Okay? Third Eye the Third cheered. He said, can you outline some channel-specific memes so people know what's safe and what's not? I myself fell victim to not knowing that T-pose may be a meme created by one of your detractors. The bottom line is T-pose is not a meme created by a detractor, but it's one that's used by a detractor all the time. Okay? Here's a general guide to memes, alright? If a meme is something that is not known to be insulting, okay? If it's known to not be, hold on a second. I slipped down my tongue. I think it was a hair, and I didn't want to choke. If it's known to be something that's more of an observational meme, oh, this is something that Phil does, you know, things like nothing I can do, stuff like that.
Or I'll even be honest, that stupid Dave meme.
Where people call me Dave, it doesn't even make sense. It's not funny. And it's not insulting, it just exists because detractors like to repeat it for some reason, even though it has no power and no holding on anything. There's no bearing, it's just stupidity for the sake of stupidity's sake. That kind of stuff is fine. But if you're going to come in here and start bringing up stuff that you know for a fact is personally said in detractor channels to basically either promote the detractors or to insult me, that's not allowed. So I'll give you a perfect example, okay? There's this stupid meme that my laugh sounds like Ack Ack Ack. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when I laugh, do I say, Ack, 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 ack? No, I don't. I say, ha, 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 or, you know, or little things like that. It depends on what's going on in the game. But I never say, ack, ack, ack. I've never said it once ever.
Boom! Oh, my God!
Not once. So, it's a completely fabricated meme from detractors making you say, oh, he sounds like an asshole, listen to this ack, ack, ack. It doesn't sound like that at all. The only people who think that are people who sit there in this fucking weird hive mind mentality, no individual thought, and they actually believe it's the case when all you gotta do is listen to me and you know it's not what it sounds like, okay? Another thing would be, you know, constantly referencing my medical issues. So, oh, I have post-nasal drip, and so you're gonna come in here and say, snort, 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 snort. It's like, dude, first of all, I don't do it that often. Second of all, I wish I didn't have to. It's a medical fucking condition I have. It's fucked up that you would even make fun of that. The same thing with my my acid levels in my body that a few years ago resulted in gout, which is actually the result of having imbalanced acid levels in your body. I only had it serious for about a week. And since then, maybe I had 2 flare-ups within that year. I haven't had anything in that regard for over 2 years. Yet these idiots still come in here and try to bring it up like it's some kind of a funny meme that I have a medical condition. It's like, that's not funny. How is that funny? You know? What they do is they try to take something that has a snippet of truth. Do I have an odd laugh? Yes. Does it sound like ack, ack, ack? No. But that's what they do. They take it and they toxify it. they make it degenerated and fucking, they basically try to defile it to the point where the reality becomes this distorted mess of nasty, negative shit, and they act like it's fact. And that's how these people, these idiots, get other idiots to believe negative stuff about me. Because everything they do is based off of some kind of an original factoid, but it's twisted and corrupted so darkly and disgustingly that it becomes something that it's not, right? And it's pretty stupid, you know? It's pretty easy to figure it out, to figure out what's allowed and what's not, okay? Let's be honest here. If you have common sense, you can figure out what the deal is with this kind of stuff, all right? So that being said, everybody, I don't ban memes from the chat or anything like that, but at the same time, if I notice someone's habitually using memes that are from a detractors kind of shit, or people are trying to spread that here to get attention, because you guys got to remember something, that idiots regularly rebroadcast my stuff illegally, by the way. It's completely against the law, and it's against the terms of service of any streaming service to do it. Just that they don't get caught because these streaming services are fucking terrible and they basically don't enforce their own rules because they're lazy. And when I say that, I mean YouTube, not Twitch, because Twitch actually got rid of the motherfucker for doing it, but YouTube is too slow to act. But anyway, I digress. If you're gonna keep repeating something, like if I see a meme once or twice in the stream chat, chances are I'm just gonna let it go. But if I see you fucking repeating something over and over, and oh yeah, this is hilarious, and you know, I know it's something that the asshole who steals my content says, yeah, you're gonna get moderated for it, okay? So that's kind of the fucking rule of thumb, you know what I mean? Tobias Alexander, the Why Am I Toxic emo, oh my god, the Why Am I Toxic meme was created by detractors taking off of something I actually said in my content to be something nasty and negative towards me, which is why it's not allowed. It would be one thing if it was us using it, you know, in a funny way, laughing at a joke or something in the stream versus,
oh, Phil actually is a really toxic person, so we're just gonna keep saying, why am I toxic? Because it's a meme. Dumb fucks.
So that's why it's not allowed. It's an insult.
Oh my
Like, that's not funny. How is that funny? Alright. La 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 la. La la la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la la. La 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 la.